coaching illness and exercise. The idea of exercise can seem unrealistic for many people who are dealing with a chronic illness. Perhaps you're feeling constantly weak, dizzy, or fatigued. Your inclination may be to rest or sleep instead. While they are both vital to managing your condition, so is some exercise. By remaining completely sedentary, your muscles will eventually become weaker and your fatigue levels will increase.
Exercise is paramount for many of us with chronic illness to regain our strength and fitness. It can also boost your mood and energy while helping you to maintain an ideal weight. Even if you begin an exercise routine, there may be times when symptoms flare up and you simply don't feel like exercising. Long periods of inactivity may lead you to abandon your routine entirely, which can lead you back to becoming sedentary and having further health difficulties.
So it's important to talk to your doctor first and get clearance to exercise. Be sure to have a look at your medications, as some may cause dizziness, and finally consider if there are any abbreviations or modifications which will allow you to exercise at an intensity level and duration which you can manage. A small amount is much better than nothing at all.
Strength training is a very effective activity for helping you manage your chronic illness. In the past, strength training stereotypically involved muscle-bound weightlifters spending hours each day in the gym, lifting insanely heavy barbells and posing in front of the mirror.
The reality is that strength training can be used to help you become more physically functional. It doesn't have to take very long and can be conducted at home. In my own experience, 2 minutes a day of strength-based exercising helped me regain at least 70% of my own strength, not long after I was released from hospital. The following guidelines allowed me to exercise in a sensible way, and they can help you also.
First, select a few vital exercises. So even if your strength and energy levels are severely limited, there are as little as 3 core exercises which can still help you. One of them should be for pushing, one for pulling, and one for standing up or sitting down. These will cover most of the muscle groups in your body, including your lower back and abdominals, which act as stabilizers. Exercise options are as follows. Pushing, push-ups, dumbbell press or push press with a resistance band wrapped around a pole behind you. Pulling, bent over rows with a dumbbell or with a resistance band wrapped around a pole in front of you. And standing up or sitting down, and this could simply mean using a chair or squatting without one if your confidence allows it. You can also add additional exercises as long as you have enough strength and endurance. Examples include exercises specifically for the shoulders, presses or arm raises, arms, curls or extensions, stomach, crunches, leg raises, planks, or lower back raises off the floor.
Secondly, limit the duration to what your energy level will allow. Make sure that you remain within your comfort zone and avoid reaching the point where you're too exhausted. For example, you may only want to start out with 1 set across 3 different exercises. However, this can improve to 3 sets across 8 different exercises as your stamina increases.
Modify the intensity. This can be accomplished in several ways. If you have access to a weight set, then use lighter dumbbells. Bodyweight movements like push-ups can be performed on your knees. Squats can be made to be very shallow so that you're only going down to the arm of a chair and not the seat itself. Alternatively, you can hold onto a wall or a rail for squats. Thinner resistance bands will provide less resistance than thicker ones.
Eventually, you want to increase the difficulty level. You can add to the intensity of this by increasing the amount of repetitions or sets. Alternatively, you may also add to the weight or resistance you are working against. Another option is to increase the range of motion or slow down the movement to incorporate greater muscle control. Following any of these principles will benefit you in the following ways.
Number 1, build strength and mobility. As you work against a resistance, your muscle cells will be forced to slowly adapt and become stronger. These movements will also help you expand your range of motion.
Number 2 is it will help you with day-to-day tasks. Increasing muscle strength and mobility will help make regular activities like standing up or sitting down, getting out of bed, walking, and lifting small objects become a lot easier.
Number 3 is muscle tone. Although improving your physical appearance may not be your top priority while dealing with a chronic illness, for many of us, getting out of shape can cause a loss in confidence. Small amounts of regular strength training can bring about increases in muscle tone, which can make you feel better about how you look.
Number 4, mental health. And looking good, feeling good, and being able to accomplish more will boost your confidence. You'll regain a feeling of control over your life, which is likely to boost your enthusiasm and your optimism.
And number 5, physical health. Building muscle helps to reduce fat. This has been linked to improvements in cardiovascular health, blood sugar levels, as well as reductions in cancer risk. Strength training also increases the toughness of muscle, bones, tendons, and ligaments, which reduces the risk of injury and osteoporosis.
Yoga is one of the most effective physical activities for coping with illness. It basically involves moving your body in order to increase strength, stamina, flexibility, and mobility. There are many types of yoga, including Ashtanga, Bikram, Power, Hatha, and Yin. Some of these styles are more intense, with movements performed at a faster pace while requiring more advanced levels of balance, flexibility, and mobility. Other styles encompass a less intense and more gentle, static approach.
Now, I've practiced yoga from before the beginning of my illness, and although there are plenty of people who are far more mobile and flexible than I am, it's benefited my health tremendously. Even though certain yoga classes may be beyond the capabilities of many people dealing with chronic illness, the following options can make it more manageable. First, follow yoga videos. This is a good place to start for those who are mainly housebound. I'm currently using a yoga app, but there are lots of good videos on YouTube.
Secondly, focus more on static poses. Styles like Yin or gentle yoga provide some softer options which are more ideal for people with chronic illness. They emphasize slower and more static poses which cater for those with lower mobility, flexibility, and endurance.
Limit the duration. There are various yoga videos which range from as little as 5 to 10 minutes in length. This is ideal for those of us with low stamina level.
You can also use timeouts. So if you decide to take part in a longer class, which could be anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, you'll always have the option to pause during a session and join in again after several minutes. This can be done while following a video or while participating in a live class.
Next is modify. So your knees can be incorporated into certain plank and lunging poses, and blocks can be used as a substitute if you can't reach far enough to touch the ground. Chairs can be utilized to sit in for overhead poses or as support. There are also bed workout options which allow you to stretch before getting up in the morning. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to this. The nature of your condition and your goals will help you determine the style, intensity, duration, and format you feel most comfortable with. Also, make sure you get your physician's clearance before doing any exercise. Regardless of what you prefer, it can have the following benefits.
Number 1 is movement. Improving your mobility and flexibility will help you move around with greater ease during everyday life.
Number 2 is realignment. Remaining in static, seated, or lying positions for long durations will overactivate some muscles while causing opposing muscles to be weakened. Yoga will help realign the balance of both and reduce the discrepancy between muscle groups.
Number 3 is improvements in physical health. Now, yoga has been linked to improvements in respiration, cardio fitness, circulation, as well as maintaining a balanced metabolism, weight reduction, and protection from injury.
And number 4, mental health. Yoga incorporates deep breathing and relaxation techniques which help alleviate anxiety. Additionally, it's linked to increases in energy and consequently optimism. Most commonly recommended physical activities for those with chronic medical conditions include walking, swimming, bike riding, yoga, and strength training. However, martial arts is another activity which is surprisingly worth considering.
Even if martial arts is not for everyone, it's an option which is open to more people with chronic illness than one might expect. Depending on the state of your physical condition, adjustments and modifications can be made which lead to tremendous benefits. These include improved cardiovascular health, improvements to blood pressure, regaining mobility, regaining stability and coordination, regaining confidence, regaining a sense of purpose, and feeling back in control of your life. Although martial arts are challenging at the best of times, there are multiple options that can help you reap the above benefits.
First option is soft martial arts. Examples include Tai Chi and Aikido, as they're not fast-paced or involve taking hard falls.
Secondly, if you are to do a more intense martial art, you can slow down the movement. If you choose to embrace high-impact martial arts like judo, karate, Muay Thai, or boxing, consider performing the motions more slowly if you must. This will not only allow you to obtain the health benefits, but also help you improve technique.
Number 3, videos. There are many videos online which give martial arts instructions at the beginning and intermediate levels. This carries the advantage of being able to practice the activity anywhere, including your own bedroom. Even though you won't have the availability of an instructor, watching the video enough times will help you to initially get the basic mechanics down before eventually seeking expert help.
Number 4 is to work within your energy limits. This may mean only performing the first 5 to 15 minutes of a session. You can apply it if you're following a video or taking part in a live class.
And finally, be sure to take a break. Some parts of a martial arts session may seem overwhelming. This often includes the cardiovascular warm-up, taking throws or getting hits. If necessary, speak with the instructor beforehand about taking a break from the class when necessary. You can join back in again when class reaches a more manageable phase.
We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Did you like the ideas? Do you have any ideas of your own? Is there anything different which you would like to see us cover?
If you like what you've heard, we ask you to support this channel by clicking the thumbs up on this video and hitting the subscribe button. Please also use the share button to pass this information around to anyone who may benefit from it.
Check out the written blog version of this video by clicking the link below and visiting our website. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter under Empower Illness Coaching. To find out more about who we are, feel free to visit the video about our illness journey.